ఓం శాంతి పరమాత్మ స్వరూపే ప్రణామం. టు రీచ్ ద టెర్రస్ ఆఫ్ ఏ బిల్డింగ్, one must climb up steps provided for it. That is, without steps or staircase, one cannot reach the terrace of a building. Likewise, the Advaita Siddhanta propounded by Shankaracharya, which proposes there is only one reality, the ultimate reality of Supreme Consciousness, the Nirakara, Nirguna, Parabrahman. But to achieve this highest state of knowledge, realization, one has to have some prop, that is the dualistic nature. The provision of bhakti cult comes in here. One has to seek through worship of a idol or any other symbol. See the Almighty invisible in the visible form and name. As the devotion about this idol deepens, he will slowly realize that everything is the Chaitanya, the within and without. So the Advaita nature of God is only obtained if one goes to the temple, worships the idols, etc., and deeply involves himself in the devotion of the God. That helps him from being extrovert to introvert. Shankaracharya, when traveling to different places propagating this Advaita Siddhanta, he used to also ensure that every place the temples are functioning well, people are going to the temples and worshipping the local gods promptly. But in one village he came across, there was only one temple in a dilapidated condition with the broken walls and a statue not in form. So people could not have the chance of worshipping any god. So he inquired, what is the matter? What is the difficulty in renovating the temple by themselves? They told that the renovation cost is a little high, sir. We can't bear them. But there is a rich landlord in this town who can easily get it repaired. But problem here is our landlord is only interested in Advaita Siddhanta, where he thinks that the Supreme Consciousness is the ultimate reality. Suddha Chaitanya is the ultimate reality. One need not worship the Vigrahas, Vigraha Radhana in a temple, not all necessary. I don't believe in this dual form. So he has rejected to renovate the local temple here. Sir, please interfere and persuade him, convince him, and see that he will provide some funds for renovation of the temple. Shankaracharya naturally accepted the proposal, went to the house of the landlord. At that time, landlord was sitting on a raised platform under a cool banyan tree right in front of his house. And in one hand he was holding Bhagavad Gita, reading it, and in another hand he was holding hand fan and waving it for air. Shankaracharya went to him, stood before him, and opened up the dialogue himself. Excuse me, sir, you are reading Bhagavad Gita? Perhaps you are well versant of the content of this holy book. Can you please answer a couple of doubts? The landlord raised his eyes, saw a new sannyasin new to the town. He replied, okay, if I can, I will try to answer your doubts. Please ask. Shankaracharya put his first question. Sir, right here you have got a big building with shade, but instead of sitting comfortably in your house, why are you sitting here under this tree outside? Then he replied, all shades are not equal. In my house, though there is a shade, it's a bit hot compared to the tree. This banyan tree is giving me cool shade because of its leaves. Thank you, sir. My second question is, it is being told that air is omnipresent, all pervading throughout the globe, and it is surrounding you also naturally. Then what made you wave the hand fan? So now the landlord got some doubt that this must be not a normal sannyasin. He must be a great, knowledgeable person. Immediately rose up. Excuse me, sir, I can't answer such deep questions like this. You must be a great person. Kindly introduce yourself and please tell me with what intention you asked these questions. So, Shankaracharya introduced himself and told, sir, you are a rich person of this place. And the people told me that there is no temple at all for worship here. The only one is in a poorly dilapidated condition. If you can help them with your funds, they will be happy to worship the idol regularly. See that they are on the bhakti path for their peace of mind. Sir, I want to tell you that though the Almighty is, the Suddha Chaitanya is all pervading, people also must come to that reality only through proper devotion to a particular idol in a temple by proper worship. Because the temples have the capacity of the divine aura around them, the divine ions around them. They provide lot of tranquility, serenity, mental peace. The people not only visit the temple simply, but they surrender themselves to the God. They open up their bosom. They alleviate their sorrows. All those things. And with a lighter vein, they return home. It is everything, sir, in improving the happiness of the local people after visiting the temple. So, the devotion to the idol ultimately leads to being introvert. As the time passes by, they will also realize the Advaita which you believe, the Suddha Chaitanya. They start saying the particular Chaitanya which is all pervading even in the idol itself. So please help them to construct, renovate the local temple. Thank you, sir. So the landlord immediately acceded to his request. So the temple was rebuilt again. The people were happy there. Now, with this story, we understand that one must pay visit to temples, get the maximum benefit of the positive divine ions surrounding the and prevalent in the precincts of the temple four walls because of the worship, pujas, yagnas, yagas, everything that were being performed for years together in that particular temple. Om Shanti.